TikTok Shop is either the best place to find hidden gems or the fastest way to waste a whole paycheck in one doom scroll session. So today, I'm testing the most viral products on my FYP to see why they're so popular and if the quality actually matches the hype. Starting with these audio lollipops. If that sounds weird to you, yes, it sounds weird to me too. And what's even weirder is that you see all sorts of food being sold on TikTok Shop. I went with the safe route and just decided to try these candies right here. And it's made by this brand called Amos, the same brand that made these super viral gummy peelers back in 2024. Apparently, they're called the world's candy innovator, and they came out with this new viral product that's supposed to play music through your mouth as you're eating the lollipop. I don't know how that works, but it has built-in music that plays for up to 60 minutes. And the way that it activates is that it has bone conduction technology. What in the Willy Wonka is happening here? So I have to find out. You get to choose your type of music too. This one plays K-pop while this one plays hip-hop. I'm gonna go with the K-pop one first. So the candy comes in two parts. You get the lollipop that's made on this plastic device here. I guess this is where the brain comes from in the music. But you also have to wear these earplugs when you eat the candy. Somebody said, hell no to the no, hell no. Let us play tunes directly into your brain and flesh that you can totally program into your DNA. Don't worry. Nothing bad can happen. You know, I don't know, but there's directions on how to eat this. Okay, so long press the button to turn on, single button to click, pause or play, and double click it to stop playing. Bite into the candy. I'm gonna long press to turn it on. Okay, I felt a buzz, so it's definitely on. The light's flashing. It's already vibrating, so I don't know if it just senses my talking. Is it supposed to play in my ear? Okay. That was so weird. That is trippy. Oh my God. Let me explain this real quick. You know, like in a cartoon where when they draw a mouth being closed and then, for example, if they open it up, sound comes out. This is the exact thing that happened to me with this lollipop, except in reverse. Okay, when you take it out, you can still faintly hear it as if someone's wearing like earbuds next to you, but it amplifies in your mouth, which is like the craziest thing. This is kind of cool actually. And honestly, the candy does taste good. It's a little trippy. It's giving AI robot a little bit, but I think it's fun, so I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. Honestly, if it weren't for TikTok Shop, I never would have heard about these. But moving on to our next one. This is the viral Jack and Rose Steamer Iron Travel Portable All-in-One. What really intrigued me about this was that it looked like a Dyson. And just from the TikTok video demonstrations alone, it seems to smooth out any wrinkles in just one fell swoop. In the TikTok, people say they like to use it for travel, but they also use it for every day. It's a lot heavier than I expected, and that's without any water in there already. This headpiece right here swivels, so you can use it as a steamer or put it flat like this, and this end also acts as an iron. Now, you know what this means? Let's go test it out. So I have my clothing rack to test this on with pieces that I normally just stuff into my suitcase, which ends up getting pretty wrinkled. Let's see if it's compact and good enough for traveling, as people say. So once you turn it on, there's 3 modes where you could do dry ironing, high steam, or low steam. So this button here will help you select it. I'm gonna try steaming this dress and this top real quick. So once you turn it on, it's cycling through each of these modes, and that's gonna happen for 15 seconds. I'm gonna wait for it to finish. I hear a little hissing sound, and then it stops, and now I get to select. Ooh. We're gonna low steam first. Whoa, the steam is actually pretty good for being on low mode. The shirt's pretty wrinkly. It's doing a decent job. I feel like I have to hold on to it to kind of tug the shirt to give it some pressure. And then once I glide it through, like in the TikTok videos, it actually does de-wrinkle the shirt pretty well. I think if you work with it and hold it in place, then it does a great job with steaming, ironing everything out. But if you just kind of like hold it against the shirt, then it doesn't really steam it out as easily as I thought. Okay, let's try it on this dress. because as you can see, it's pretty wrinkly. I usually just throw this in the suitcase like a ball. We're gonna switch it into high gear now. Okay, so every time you turn it on and off, it does that cycling through for 15 seconds. A little inconvenient, but I guess I can wait. Definitely taking 1 point off for that. Now let's get into high gear. Ooh, you can feel it vibrating on the high setting. And as I run it across the wrinkles on the dress, you can see like a faster visible difference. I'm not even tugging on it the way that I had to with the white top. Could be material, could be a lot of different factors, but I just like how it does a very easy, seamless job. Not bad for a 3-in-1 steamer iron that was only like $40. Okay, but now I want to test out this plate right here. And what better way to do it than on some work pants. For the most part, these aren't super wrinkly, but there are some creases in them. So I wanna see how the iron head works. Pretend this is your hotel bed or an ironing board, because I don't have one. And I can already feel it getting hot. So I would say it heats up pretty immediate. I'm not as impressed with the dry ironing as I was with the steamer. It's not getting the crease out that fast, and it doesn't even feel that hot. It does take a few passes for the creases to come out, but it doesn't feel super hot. This feels like it would be used for more delicate fabrics like silk or something like that. And just because I love that satisfying swipe that they have on TikTok, I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah. I like this steamer, but the only setting that I was truly impressed by was when it was on high. The low, I might have to test it on other pieces just to really see. Overall, it's pretty compact. It's probably better than what you can find at the hotels or Airbnb irons. I'll probably pack it in my next suitcase. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Speaking of work pants, this is the brand that you've seen everywhere from TikTok to Taylor Swift. And Halara was so confident in their pieces that they sent me a bunch to test out. And this portion of the video is actually sponsored by Halara, but all the tests and opinions are my own, and I'll have everything linked in the description box below. So first up are those work pants that I just ironed. This is the Halara Flex DayStretch high-waisted pocket straight leg work pants. They're for when you want to look put together but still feel like you can move around. And a lot of people in the TikTok videos, especially this creator, says she feels like she's wearing loungewear. And I believe her, because I've been wearing these pants, which are also the same ones in black, and I love how it feels very buttery soft inside out. The pockets are very deep, so I feel like I could put my phone, my hands if they're cold. And just like her, mine is super stretchy. Like, it moves. But if I'm gonna be working in an office, we need to test a couple things. I'm gonna do a sit test and a bend test. I'll explain that in a minute. For the sit test, you're at a computer all day. You want to feel comfortable. You're sitting. How does it feel? Move around. It doesn't feel constricted at all, especially in the tummy and the waist area. Because it is so stretchy and expandable, I feel like I'm wearing loungewear, for reals. Usually for work pants, the part that bothers me most and where you tend to get uncomfortable is this camel toe area. But because it's loose, there's no zipper right here. It doesn't create that like weird crease, so I think that passes. Now let's do the bend test. Walking around the office. Oops, I dropped my phone. This, I guess, is a combination of a bend and a squat test. Very stretchy, not constricting. We're not gonna risk having any rips in the back. The knee also moves with you. It doesn't feel stiff anywhere. It passes the bend test. But now, style-wise, I actually don't go into an office, so for workwear, sometimes that doesn't apply to me, but I like the fact that the workwear still feels comfortable enough to look polished and put together. With an outfit like this, short heel, it still looks very put together. But I'm also a mom. You can tell from the self-portraits behind me. I spend my days chasing kids around. So here I am in my casual mom fit, ready for school drop-off or run errands or travel. There are a ton of colors and the sizing range is wide. Many styles go from extra small to 4X, which makes it a lot easier to find your perfect fit. And for the quality, the pricing is super great for how much wear you'll get out of them. But if work pants aren't your thing, these are the Halara Flex Denim, which is basically denim reimagined. They look like real jeans, but they're soft, lightweight, and stretchy, so you don't feel restricted at all. Check this out. You can get, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You can get down if you can. Well, if you can handle it. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I was a little bit like, When I saw these denim pants, like I'm not used to wearing jeans this movable, because I live in jeans and they're usually pretty stiff. So I actually really like these, genuinely. These also come in lots of washes, a wide range of sizes, so you can find your fit. But if I haven't convinced you enough yet, I'll let Taylor Swift show you how it's done. This is the exact outfit, well, similar outfit that I tried to recreate from her Coachella in 2024. She wore this Halara Breezeful high-waisted buckle skirt, but she also featured it in her I Can Do It With the Broken Heart music video and her Eras Tour documentary. I really like this skirt. It's super comfortable. I'll be honest, it's a little bit shorter than I would normally wear my items, but they also make it in a longer version, which I will probably grab next. But there's still more. And finally, what they're also known for is their workout wear. These are the Halara UltraSculpt high-waisted scrunch butt lifting tummy control pocket shaping training leggings. I gotta say, they do make me look lifted, like I work out, but I actually don't. The waistband has that supportive hold, like you're secure without feeling like super squeezed. You don't have any like extra things hanging out here because it's just comfortable and conforms to your waist and belly. But I do want to try some tests, especially for leggings. First one being the see-through test. When we squat, we don't want people to see things, so I want to see how thick the leggings are. Let me stretch it out a lot. Is it see-through? I don't really see anything. I'd say it passes the see-through test. That same pocket right here is meant for your phone, and sometimes the pockets aren't deep enough on certain leggings, and so they bounce out or they slide out or they just don't hold. This is an iPhone Pro Max, so it's on the larger side. Does it hold? I'd say it's firmly in there and it didn't really move. Again, Halara has a wide range of sizes for a lot of their products, from extra small to 4X, with a variety of colors if you want something other than basic black. For these leggings, the pricing was also really fair, and sometimes there's even a buy two get one free deal. All the products are linked in the description box below, and if you want to shop, my super code is dzung off of the US site for 10% off orders over $120 and 12% off over $150 orders. And my regular code is dzung20 for 20% off full price items on all sites. Thanks to Halara for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's move on to our next product. Next up, we have some lip products by Laneige, who has been dominating the K-beauty lip space for years with their iconic lip sleeping mask. It's one of those products that became like your first K-beauty buy, but what's really genius about Laneige is that they've always been able to tap into the global fandom at the right time, bringing in K-pop idols such as Jin from BTS for their skincare. And this one doesn't quite make sense to me, but they also had Sydney Sweeney as their face, probably to bridge K-beauty with American mainstream pop culture. I'm not sure that was the right pick, but more recently they teamed up with Cat's Eye to launch the new Juice Pop Box lip tint. So here's my question. Is this product actually good, or is the campaign just that good? Because it's really good. And more importantly, is this product gonna become an icon? So this new collection comes in 6 colors, but I chose 2 of the ones that I thought would suit my complexion the best. This one is the Disco Coral, and this one is the Lo-Fi Mauve. I tend to go for the more corally colors because they stand out more. And this one, as I'm opening it up, it has a very big doe foot applicator. It's supposed to start off watery like this, and then once you apply it, it turns into an oil lip stain, which is crazy to me because I've never seen that type of technology before. Somebody said, doesn't matter what the shade is, the stain is so minimal that it doesn't last. The texture isn't a smooth gloss, it's like a crushed Summer Fridays butter bomb vibe. I was so disappointed. For the bottom lip, it tends to work a little better. The top lip, it's harder for me to get an accurate swipe. It's a little messy, but It does feel very nice. I don't know if I can really tell whether it comes on watery. It does have more of a slick, but as I'm talking and wearing it now, it feels a little bit heavier. The texture does become a little heavier and more oil-like, where when I first put it on, it was rather watery. It went on very smooth. It was just harder with the doe foot applicator for me to get a very good swipe on the upper lip. As you can see, it's kind of bleeding, but that's just a user error. Color payoff wise, I'd say it's pretty decent. If anything, I think it got a little bit darker once the stain settled. I think I like it. Let's try the other color, the Lo-Fi Mauve, which is a little tiny bit darker on me. As I wipe it off, I'm interested to see if the stain is still there. Not really, but I wasn't really wearing it for that long anyways. Somebody in the comments said they were disappointed in this product because once they put it on, it reminded them a lot of the Rare Beauty lip oil stain, which I have also reviewed before, and I really like that product. So I don't know if this is going to replace that one or be better, but let's see. I don't know if I like the shape of this applicator, to be honest. It's great for your bottom, but for your upper, for me, it's just a little bit harder to use. I'm more inclined to use like the one from Rare Beauty, which doesn't have that big slant. The color difference from this one to the coral is not that big. It's almost like Your Lips But Better type of color. The color payoff for this one wasn't as good. I think I like the coral one a little bit more. This one doesn't seem like it has much of a tint, so I'm bummed about that. Overall, I like the product. I'm bummed there's no taste to it. There's no tingliness to it like the Rare Beauty one does. There's certain things that they could have added, especially for calling it a Juice Pop Box Lip Tint. I feel like each one could have had a flavor to it, so I feel like that was a big miss. I would probably agree with the first commenter saying there's better out there, like, but for the price point, it's not terrible. 7 out of 10. This is the viral Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Jet Set in Shiroza 62. It's super viral on TikTok, but I think people keep it viral because they keep arguing about it. There are videos of people saying it smells like edible summer, like salted caramel, pistachio, vanilla. Somebody on TikTok said, I can't smell it, but I always get compliments and people always ask what I'm wearing. And maybe because after you wear it, your nose becomes immune and you can't smell it anymore. I'm not sure. But somebody else said the smell is really good, but the mist smell lingers just about as long as a fart, which is not that long, I guess. So the debate keeps circulating and it had me invested, so I have to try this. First, let's smell it. It does smell like salted caramel. I don't really get notes of pistachio, but I would say a very strong salted caramel summer vacation, if that makes sense. So now with people saying that the smell doesn't last very long, I did learn from a hack that if you mix oil, like this lotion, which is a little bit more on the oily side, and you spray on the mist, it smells more like alcohol, the mist, than anything. Okay, there you go. Once it settles, it's actually very nice and very summery. If you layer the mist onto an oil, the scent lasts longer than if you were to just spray it on your bare skin. Okay, I've sprayed myself, so now we're gonna wait until the end of the video to see if the smell lasted longer than the fart. While we're on the subject of fragrance talk, this perfume, Missing Person by Fleur, went super duper viral, and it's supposed to smell like someone you love. Some people describe the scent as a newborn baby smell with prominent notes like white musk, jasmine, orange blossom, with a base of sandalwood and blonde woods. But honestly, one of the comments said it smells awful. I was influenced by an influencer who looked like she would smell good. This reminds me of stale smoke and those old baseball soaps. The smell is terrible. When I was reading what the notes were supposed to be and I opened it, I imagined smelling a really light floral, like orange blossom with jasmine, and it smells like a basement. Just from opening up the cap, you get a waft of old musky basement, like newspaper that has been molding in a wet, damp room. I don't know, it just does not smell good. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I don't like it at all. It's supposed to smell like someone I love. It smells like someone I hate. Did you know that you can actually buy workout equipment on TikTok Shop? Oh, like this compact foldable treadmill. People on TikTok swear this is their secret to getting their steps in while they're working, editing, or even scrolling. There's a piece right here that attaches to the treadmill. You can place your phone right here or right here. And there's even a clip that supposedly hangs onto your pants, so if you accidentally fall off, it'll emergency stop the treadmill. Let's do this. Pretty easy digital interface. So here's the menu. You have the speed, high or low, press to start. So I'm starting off on level 1. Let me try to get it a little bit faster. I'm gonna do it at 2. It feels like a good, oh, it's kind of fast. I'm gonna do it 1.5. It feels like a pretty decent speed. But somebody on TikTok said, I'm in need of a treadmill just like this, but I'm nervous of buying something this expensive on TikTok shop. I haven't had good experiences. I'm all the way up to 4 now and it's really fast. I gotta slow it down. I got mine for about $300 on TikTok shop. I'd say it's in pretty good condition. It's compact, it's useful. I like that I could get a pretty decent workout in if I do this for at least 10 minutes a day. The speed at level 4 is actually pretty fast where you feel like you can get a brisk walk-in. And overall, this item is really popular that I've seen thousands of units sold on TikTok shop. So I'd say it's a pretty good investment. But to really maximize our fitness, there's another item on TikTok shop that's been blowing up. This is the weighted vest, where you can maximize your fitness productivity to the next level. Oh my goodness. I bought one that's 12 pounds. I figured if I can carry an 8-pound baby, a 12-pound would be no problem and maybe like a little bit of a challenge, but I'm gonna be honest, it's probably a little too heavy for me. The weighted vest is supposed to help you crank up the intensity of your workout, boost your heart rate, and add resistance so you burn more calories, build strength, and even improve your posture at the same time. Yeah, it's definitely pulling me back in some way. But let's try hiking in this. This is the ultimate fitness hack where you can multitask, and it's supposed to crank up the intensity, boost your heart rate, and add resistance to burn more calories. I do feel like this puts on a lot more pressure on walking than a normal walk without it. It's almost like I'm carrying a very heavy backpack that you can't really go uphill. So far, I'm doing good, but if it goes on longer than this, I think I would really struggle. But it's also supposed to help me build upper body strength while also improving my posture. I actually believe the posture part because it's pulling my back a lot straighter because this pack in the back is so heavy. How long I can do the hike though, I just don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Somebody said, you lost me when you said you were on the stair climber for 20 minutes with the vest. Someone would have had to call me an ambulance. I think this acts as a pretty good challenge to your fitness routine. It's a little bit heavier than I can actually handle, but I like the challenge. So I'm gonna give the weighted vest an 8 out of 10. And this foldable compact treadmill, that in itself is amazing. Gets a 9 out of 10. And now we have the Wavy Talk 2-in-1 Airflow Hair Styler. So this product is supposed to straighten and curl your hair with just one tool, so you can switch between a flat iron and a curling iron. So these little holes right here shoots out cool air so that when you curl your hair, it helps to set it so that you offset the heat from the curling iron. I know it sounds really weird, but when you watch the TikTok video, they just glide it through and make it look so easy. My hair is already curled, so I'm gonna test the straightening function, and then we're gonna try to do that like swift curl that they do with the hair straightener, because I can never achieve those types of curls. So you turn it on by switching the dials at the bottom, and they have temperatures that you can choose from, 280 to 430 degrees. I'm gonna go with 360 because I have pretty coarse hair. And once you turn the dial, you can already hear and feel the cool air shooting out. I'm just gonna wait until this gets green. I'm nervous because somebody said this fried my hair using it once. Maybe the dial was on too high, but I know definitely my hair responds to like 350, 360 temperature, so it should be good on that front. Okay, and now it's ready, and that took about 30 seconds. Whoa, Okay, that looks super hot. But let's see how well it straightens wavy hair. My hair is not super thick, but it's also not very thin either, and I don't feel like I get a good clamp. It just glides right through, but the straightening function does a decent job. On my already wavy hair, it does straighten it very well. Because of my cowlick, I have to straighten my bangs every day, and it does a pretty good job there too. I'm convinced that the straightener function works, but now can they sell me on the curling and straightening function at the same time? Okay, so the way that she does it is put it through the iron, flip it, and then pull. I mean, it's kind of curly. They always get it so perfect. Let me hold it like this. Oh, that's a little bit better. Ooh, that's a nice curl, and my hair doesn't feel like it's fried. This does take a lot of practice though, and the key is to not get too many pieces at once and curl. That's a nice curl. And the fact that the airflow styler shoots out cool air helps it set. And I actually believe that because it feels cool and very nice. Look at these curls compared to my curling iron curl. Whoa. I have another wavy talk product that I've tested before, and I really like that one. So I'm not super surprised that this one worked well and that I actually like this one too. Somebody said I regret spending $600 on my Dyson, and I'm gonna say this could have saved you a lot of money. I'm gonna give this Wavy Talk Airflow hair styler an 8 out of 10. But now let's see if our Sol de Janeiro smell actually lasted. This is the side without lotion. Can't really smell it. Can you smell it? Really? Yeah. Maybe our nose becomes immune to it. And I can smell it lingering on this arm with the lotion, but nothing on this side. I think there's something to be said about our nose being immune to it after a while, because Noelani was able to smell it while I couldn't. I'm gonna give this product a 7 out of 10. If you like this video, go watch me test beauty products that promise instant results. Bye.